Hi everyone, it's Dora here. So welcome to our Friday yoga class. So we have about 1 minute before we get started. So as always, I'll give you this opportunity to grab all the yoga props that you need if you don't have them ready already. I usually like to use 2 blocks and a strap. I know the last couple of classes we didn't really get around to using the strap, but hopefully today we're gonna get around to it. So have a strap with you if you think you might find it useful. So otherwise, we're gonna just start to settle in while we wait for other people to perhaps to join or to get everything ready. Coming to the most comfortable position. So you might stay seated, or you might come all the way onto your backs. We normally start with a grounding exercise, so find the most comfortable position where you're able to relax. And then just give yourself a moment to settle in. You're welcome to keep your eyes open or closed. But if you do keep your eyes open, we're not trying to focus anywhere in particular. So keep your gaze soft and start to bring your attention within. So as you settle in, finding a comfortable position, give yourself a moment to even move and adjust. Get any other movements out of the way, get that energy out of your body, and then gradually allow yourself to become still. And as you begin to come to stillness, give yourself a moment here to just pay attention to any sensations that might be arising in your body. Noticing how you feel as you rest here. And then you might begin to bring your attention to your breath. Noticing the air traveling in through your nostrils and out. And coming to the most comfortable breath for you. So without trying to direct the breath in one way or another, just notice if you were to feel relaxed, what kind of breath will accompany that feeling? And then just allow yourself to settle into that. And as you settle into your breath, notice how the breath moves through your body. What type of movements in your body accompany your breath? And as you continue to allow the body, the mind to relax, allow the breath to gradually lengthen. Notice what might be arising in your body and your mind now. And without judgment, just watch and observe. How are you feeling today? Just tuning into what your body wants or needs in this practice today. And taking one last deep breath in. And you might even sigh it out. And coming back to a more natural breath. And gently begin to open your eyes. And whenever you're ready, we're going to come onto hands and knees. So take your time to come up, especially if you were lying on your back. We're going to first come to your tabletop position. So here, hands are roughly shoulder width apart. Knees are roughly hip distance apart. You're going to have your shoulders over your wrists and hips over your knees. We're going to start off with a couple rounds of cats and cows here. So as you exhale, you're going to pull the belly in, round the spine, allow the head and neck to relax. And as you inhale, we're going to draw the belly towards the floor as you arch the low back, and you might look forward or slightly up. So exhale to cat, pull the belly in, round the spine, and you might press the floor away with your hands. And as you inhale, open the chest, slide the shoulder blades down, and you might look forward or up. So exhale, inhale. And as always, even though I cue you on your breath with your movement, know that you can always try the opposite breath and see what feels most supportive to your body today. Let's do one more here. Inhale and exhale. And slowly coming back to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to walk the hands about an inch or two further forward and then shift forward. So again, you're stacking shoulders over the wrists, but the knees are slightly behind the hips now. So in your low plank position, pull the belly in. From here, as you exhale, sink the hips back, coming to a child's pose. You might come all the way down or just come as far back as it feels good. And then we're going to inhale, come on back to your low plank position. And exhale back. So again, inhale forward, keep the belly strong. Exhale, sinking back. Now feel free to continue with this motion. Otherwise, the next time as you come back, you might lean your weight into your right hip as you lean back. And then you're going to shift the weight into the left hip as you come forward. So you're drawing circles here. So you might exhale as you lean back and inhale as you circle forward. You can make these circles as big or as little as you wish. Moving with your breath. And then we're going to switch directions when you're ready. So leaning back as you sink into the left hip and coming forward, bring your weight to the right. Again, moving mindfully here, noticing your breath. Let's do one more. And then come on back to center. Now let's walk the hands back again. So we're coming back to tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over the knees. So again, we're going to try to pull the belly in. So we're going to support the low back. Ground the hands down. But feel the weight coming all the way from your sternum into the top of the arms down. All right. Now from here, we're going to lengthen the right leg behind. Toes can remain on the ground. Keep pulling the belly in. Try not to drop into the low back. You might be able to gently guide the shoulders down away from the ears. Deep breaths here. Option to stay right here. Otherwise, you might pick the back foot up. Hover that leg down. See if you can square the hips down. Breathe. Option to stay here. Otherwise, we're going to draw the knee, bend into the knee, draw the knee towards the chest. We're going to keep the knee bent. We're going to circle the knee out to the side, round the back. We're going to keep the knee bent the whole time. I want to draw the knee back to center. So you're going to draw circles here. Again, you can make these circles as big or as little as you like. Move at your own pace. But if you're okay, see if you can slow it down. Noticing what in your body, what muscles in your body must help you engage or must engage to help you stabilize here. We're going to switch directions. We're going to draw the knee back, out to the side, and back to the front. So trying to keep your hips as level as possible. And let's do one more circle here, keeping the belly strong. Drawing the knee out and to the center, and place the knee down. From here, we're going to sink the hips back. You might want to roll out your wrists. We're going to reach the arms forward. You might even flip the palms up to the sky as you sink into child's pose. And take a breath or two here. And then bring the hands back down. Come on back up to tabletop position. All right. So again, hugging the belly in, gently sliding the shoulders down. Ground into the hands from the sternum into the tops of the arms down. When you're ready, we're going to reach the left leg back. Toes can be on the ground. So this gives you a sense of how it feels to have your hips squared or level. Now, without shifting the hips, see if you can pick the back foot up. Keep the belly switched on. Breathe. Okay, option to stay here. Or you might bend into the knee. Draw the knee to the chest. Circle it out to the side. And then complete the circle. Draw the knee back towards the chest. So again, noticing how you are stabilizing yourself here. How slow can you go? And being mindful of how big you want to draw these circles. We're going to switch directions, drawing the knee back, out to the side, and back around. So again, back, out to the side. See if you can keep the hips as level as you can. Let's do one more. And gently place the knee down. Again, sinking back into child's pose. Feel free to roll out your wrists. Maybe keep the palms up. And take a breath or two. All right. When you're ready, bring the hands back down. We're going to shift forward, coming to a low plank position. So your knees are slightly behind the hips, shoulders on top of the wrists. All right, when you're ready, we're going to lower all the way down, chaturanga. Come all the way to the ground. And from here, you're going to bring your hands a little bit further forward. And you're going to tuck your elbows under, coming to Sphinx pose. Now you're going to adjust a little bit here. Forearms are parallel. You can have either your elbow underneath the shoulders, or you might have the elbow slightly in front of the shoulders. See what feels right. So you're going to press the tops of the feet down. Hug the belly in towards the spine. You're going to ground your arms down, especially the hands and the forearms. And as you ground down, you're going to lift the chest up and look forward. Keep the legs active, keep the belly in. Now, as you ground the arms down, can you imagine you're trying to pull your chest forward? So imagine you're using your hands to drag the body forward. Breathe. And then from here, we're going to press into the hands. Swing the elbows out to the side so you can gently lower yourself down. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Keep the legs and belly on. Inhale, coming to baby cobra. So we're going to circle the shoulders back and down. And again, we're not trying to come up as high as we can at this stage. Imagine you're trying to get long. As you ground into your hands, you're going to drag, or imagine you're dragging your body forward, chest forward. Breathe and relax. Sweep the arms back behind you. Again, press toenails down, belly in. Inhale, open the chest, lift, look forward. Now, as your legs remain active, you might start to float the feet up off the ground. Draw the toes back, draw the fingertips back, pull the heart forward. One more breath. And release. Bring your hands up beside the rib cage. Press up onto hands and knees. We're going to come to a downward facing dog. Take a breath here. You might walk out the legs. And then inhale, right leg up half. If it feels good, bend the knee and open the hip. Gently place the leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip. And gently place that leg down. Now we're going to keep the knees soft as you walk your hands back towards your feet. Coming to a forward bend. Inhale, come halfway up. Hands might be on the floor, or maybe hands are on your shins, or maybe on your thighs. See how you like it here. Exhale, lower down. Now bend into the knees, pull the belly in. We're going to stack the spine, one vertebrae on top of the other, as you slowly roll up to stand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, diving forward, forward bend. Bring your hands to the ground. We're going to start to walk them forward again, coming back to plank position. Option to place the knees to the ground, or you might stay in full plank. And then we're going to come all the way down again. Chaturanga. Bring your hands forward. Slide the elbows under, coming to Sphinx pose. Make your adjustments here. When you're ready, press the toenails down, belly in. Inhale, ground into the arms. Pull the heart forward. You might look forward. Deep breath here. See how long you can get. Notice your breath. And then when you're ready, press into your hands, elbows out to the sides to lower down, and then bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Again, legs and belly strong. Inhale, coming to baby cobra. Deep breaths. Now if you like, now you might press into your hands a little more as you come up to your version of full cobra. Notice what's activating here. And then exhale, release. Reach the arms back behind you. Keep the legs and belly strong. Inhale, lifting the heart up. Rolling shoulders back and down. Keeping legs active. Float the feet up off the ground. Reach your arms and your legs back. Let your heart forward. Deep breaths. Then exhale, release. Hands down. Pressing back up onto hands and knees and downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Again, feel free to add a little bit of movement here. You might wiggle the hips, you might bend the knees and re-straighten. Belly's engaged. You might stretch out the spine, see what feels good here. One more breath. And then look towards your hands. Walk the feet up, coming to your forward bend. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen the spine. Again, option to keep the fingertips down, or you might bring blocks here and give you that little bit of space in this pose. Exhale, lower back down. Again, bend the knees, hug the belly in, slowly roll on up to stand. And then inhale, reaching up. Hands to your heart, exhale. Take a breath here. All right. So if you don't have your blocks with you yet, and I encourage you to grab them now and have them at the front of your mat. If you don't have your blocks, or if you don't have any blocks, that's okay. I'll give you options as we go. All right, grounding down through the legs, into the feet. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, you're going to do a very gentle twist to your right and circle the arms down. Inhale, reach the arms up, coming back to center. And exhale, gentle twist to the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up, look forward, and swan dive down. Exhale, forward bend. Come halfway up as you inhale, fingertips maybe on your blocks or on the floor or on your legs. Exhale, lower down. Now from here, we're going to place the hands down to the ground and step right foot back and then left foot back to plank pose. Option to lower the knees to the ground. We're going to stay here for about a breath, one long breath. So breathing in and out. Option to stay here or on your knees. We're going to lower down chaturanga, but if you're able, can we hold for just a moment and then come all the way down. Inhale, coming to either your baby cobra or cobra pose. Lengthening the heart forward. Then exhale, lower down. Coming back to downward facing dog. Maybe coming through hands and knees first, or coming through your plank pose. Either way, we're meeting in downward dog. Take a moment here. Now when you're ready, inhale, left leg up high. Bend the knee and open the hip. And you might look for that top foot over your right shoulder. And you're going to draw the knee back to center. And from here, re-extend, coming to your three-legged dog. Couple of options here. Option to keep the leg up high. And you can take as many hops as you need, so bend into the bottom leg, and you can gently hop that foot forward. Or option two, you might just bring that top leg down and walk forward, coming to a forward bend. Last option here, you might take one big hop and come forward. Once you're here, you might grab your blocks to give you a little bit more space. If you're in your forward bend, you're going to come halfway up and you're going to lengthen your left leg to the back. So hug the belly in, sliding shoulder blades down. Spine is nice and long, breathe. Now when you're ready, we're going to bend into the front leg and step the back foot down. If you're on your blocks, you can walk your blocks back to frame your front foot. Open the chest, look forward, breathe. And then from here, we're going to lower the back knee down. Deep breaths here. If you need to adjust your blocks, please do. When you're ready, we're going to come on up. So you can either have your back toes tucked or untucked. You can use your hands to walk up your front knee to come up, or you might inhale and sweep the arms up overhead. So right now my hips are more or less over the back knee. You can stay here, or you can bring your hands to your heart as you start to exhale and sink a little deeper into the hips. But again, we're finding that balance between strength and stability. Strength and flexibility, so that we're not completely letting ourselves drop into this pose. So keep some strength in the legs as you find your stretch sensation. Option to stay here, or inhale is to lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, you're going to twist into your front leg. Deep breaths. Option to stay here, or you might reach the arms out wide. Now, third option, if you like, you're going to bring your hands back to center. You're going to hook your left elbow to the outside of the front knee. And then place the other hand on top. You're going to press into your hands and see if you can lengthen the spine and draw the hands more towards the center of your chest. Keep grounding into the legs, squeeze the inner thighs, and turn your belly button into the front thigh. One more breath. And then when you're ready, slowly release. Bring the hands to the ground. From here, if you like, you might grab your blocks again. You might walk the blocks slightly behind the front foot. We're going to lengthen the front leg, turning the front toes to the sky. We're going to sink back into your lunge and back. Now see what breath works best for you. You might like to exhale in your lunge and inhale as you sink the hips back, or maybe the reverse makes more sense. Try it out. Alrighty. When you're ready, as you bend into the front leg, you're going to walk the blocks forward again. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Now you might need to step the back foot up by an inch or so. We're going to walk the blocks forward about a foot away from the front foot. Shift the weight into the front leg as you pick the back foot up. Square those hips, press into the back heel, and lengthen the spine. So walk your blocks as far forward as you need to give you that space to lengthen. Pull the belly in, breathe. When you're ready, we're going to bend into the bottom leg, bend into the back knee, and then slowly place that back foot down. Knees are bent. Sweep the arms forward, chair pose. Breathe. Hug that belly in. And then exhale, fold. Forward bend. Come halfway up, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Bend those knees, look forward. Sweep the arms forward. Can you press evenly into both your legs and feet as you come up to stand? Hands to your heart, exhale. Take a breath. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, gentle twist to your left, circle the arms down. Inhale, reach up, look forward. Exhale, gentle twist to your right. Inhale, coming back forward, and circle the arms down, forward bend. Come halfway up, lengthen along the spine, and exhale, lower down. From here, hands to the ground, stepping left foot back, and then right foot, coming to your plank pose. Again, option to lower the knees down, pull the belly in, and ground from the sternum, tops of the arms, into the hands, and into the ground, 2 feet below. All right, option to lower onto your knees, chaturanga, maybe hold, and then come all the way down. Inhale, find your favorite back bend. Maybe it's baby cobra, cobra, or upward facing dog. Can you reach the heart a little further forward? Exhale, lower down. Find your way back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Alrighty, inhale, reach the left leg up high. And lower the foot back down. Inhale, right leg up high. That's the right leg. And you might bend the top knee and open the hip. And here again, you might try to look for that top foot over the left shoulder here. And then square the hips. And then re-extend the leg, three-legged dog. Again, your options are you can place that top leg down and walk the feet forward to forward bend. You might bend into the bottom leg, take as many little hops forward as you like. Or you might try to take 1 or 2 big hops. Oops. And come forward. Once you're here, you might walk the hands a little further forward to give you space to straighten out along the spine. If you have your blocks, feel free to grab them. You're going to press into the back heel, Square the hips down. Pull the belly in, lengthen the spine. Deep breaths here. Noticing where your weight is at, okay? Can you even out between the hands and the bottom leg? And then when you're ready, we're gonna place the back foot down. You can walk the blocks back. Make any adjustments as you need as you come to your low lunge. Open the chest forward, look forward, breathe. And then when you're ready, we're going to place the back knee down. You might untuck the back toes. Keep grounding into the legs, gently squeeze the inner thighs together and find your best way up. You might sweep your arms up overhead. Right now, hip is on top of bottom knee. Bring your hands to your heart as you exhale. And then inhale, lengthen along the spine. And exhale, you might twist towards the left. If it feels alright, you might find a little bit more sinking into the hips for a little bit more stretch. Now you can stay, or you might reach the arms out to the sides. Or you might bring the hands back together, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, other hand on top. Now as you press the hands together again, you're going to lengthen the spine and draw the hands closer towards the middle of the chest. Slide the shoulders down. You might look back behind you. Breathe. Then slowly come on back to center. Bring your hands down, maybe onto your blocks. We're going to send the hips back as you lengthen the front leg. Feel free to move the blocks back with you. If you don't have blocks, fingertips to the ground. And coming back into your lunge. And exhale maybe as you sink back. Or inhale as you come forward, or vice versa. See what feels right. Let's do one more. And then when you're ready, bending into the front knee, shift your blocks to frame your front foot. Tuck the back toes to lift the back knee up. Now again, you might step the back foot up by an inch or so. You're going to walk the blocks forward. And then you're going to shift the weight into the front leg as you pick the back foot up. You may need to readjust here. Press into the back heel, spin the hips or square the hips down as you lengthen along the spine. Belly stays engaged. Watch your breath here. Now when you're ready, we're going to bend into the bottom knee, bend into the back leg, and then place the back foot down. Bend both knees, sink the hips back, arms forward, chair pose. Deep breaths. Are your shoulders tense? Exhale, fold. Come halfway up, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, lower. Bend the knees, look forward, sweep the arms forward again. Can we press evenly into both legs? Come up, hands to your heart, exhale. Take a breath here. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers, except the index fingers. And as you exhale, we're going to side body bend to your right. Keep grounding the left leg and the left foot down. Come back up, inhale, and exhale, side body to the other side. And back to center. And swan dive down. Exhale, forward bend. Come halfway up, lengthen the spine, and exhale, lower back down. Again, stepping right foot and then left foot back, coming to your plank pose. Pull the belly in, deep breaths. Options to stay here or maybe on your knees. We're going to chaturanga, see if you can hold. Maybe you can press back up to plank. And then now we'll do your vinyasa, so lower. Inhale, finding your favorite back bend. Maybe cobra, upward dog. And then coming back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, lifting left leg up high. Bend the knee, open the hip, flexing into the top foot. Now you might look for that top foot over the right shoulder. If you can see your top foot, you might consider flipping the dog. If you're doing so, you're going to pivot onto the pinky toe side of the bottom foot. Watch that top foot gently place it down. Lift the hips, reach the arm away. And then drop the hips, slowly come on back. Three-legged dog. Deep breaths. Again, find your best option. We're going to come up to the top, so you might walk or hop. If you're hopping, bend the bottom knee and look where you're going. Hop the foot forward. Again, you might grab the blocks. If you just walked up to forward bend, come halfway up and lift the left foot up. Pressing into the back heel, belly in, gently relax the shoulders down and lengthen the crown of the head forward. Bend into the standing leg and gently place the bottom or the back foot down. And give yourself a moment to adjust into your lunge. Round into the legs, squeeze the inner thighs. Open the chest and look forward. Now, option to drop the back knee like we did the first round, or you might come up. If you come up, you can walk up the front leg, or you might reach the arms forward. Keep squeezing those thighs to bring you up. All right, give yourself a moment to find stability here. Make any adjustments as you need. Exhale, hands to heart. Righty, so from here, inhale, you're going to lengthen along the spine. Exhale, twisting to your right. Keep pressing into the back heel if you have that knee up. Option to stay, or you might reach the arms out wide. Or option 3, bring your hands back together. Bring your front or your left elbow, hook it to the front knee. Bring the hands together as you lengthen the spine. Press into the hands and draw the hands closer to the sternum. Option to stay here, or you might choose to come into a bind. If you're coming into a bind, this left hand is going to go underneath your front leg, back arm around your back, and you might be able to find your fingers. Look behind you. Notice how your breath changes here. Press into the back heel. Find a little bit more length along the spine. And release. Untwist. Bring your hands down. You might step the back foot up by an inch or so. You might walk the blocks up higher. We're going to lengthen the front leg. Now, if you don't have a block with you and the floor feels too far away, feel free to come on up. Okay, you can stay here, hands on hips, as we lengthen the front leg and bend back into it. All right, let's do one more. And you might hang out a little bit longer with this in the pyramid pose if that feels good to do. Gently drawing right hip back, left hip forward. Righty. We're going to bend into the front knee. I'm just going to shift back, otherwise I'm going to be out of the shot. I want you to be able to see me. But when you're ready, we're going to walk the blocks again, about a foot in front of the front foot. Shift the weight forward as you pick the back foot up. Hug the belly in, lengthen the spine, breathe. So my standing leg is burning now. I'm not sure about you guys. When you're ready, you can either stay here, hands on your blocks or hands on the floor, or you might bring your hands to your heart, maybe reaching the arms back to airplane. Deep breaths. We're going to bend into the bottom leg and come on back up. Again, lower and straighten. One more time, lower, hold, hands to heart, bend the back leg, place it down, come back to chair. Breathe. Lengthen along the spine, hug the belly in. And then exhale, lower down. Alrighty. From here, you're going to come halfway up as you lengthen. Hands might be on the floor or on your blocks. And then you're going to bring your right hand onto the right hip. You're going to bend into the left knee. And as you exhale, you're going to open the chest and look to your right, keeping the right leg straight. Deep breaths here. Love this stretch. And then slowly turning back to center. Exhale, lower back down. Forward bend. Come halfway up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower down. Bend the knees, look forward, sweep those arms up. Press up to stand. Hands to heart, take a breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers, except the index fingers. And exhale, left. Come back up, inhale, exhale, right. And come on back, and exhale, forward bend. Come halfway up as you lengthen along the spine. And lower back down. Hands to the ground, step the left foot and then the right foot back, coming to your plank pose. Option to lower the knees. Hug the belly in, deep breaths here. Either on your knees or toes, chaturanga, hold. Maybe you can press back up to plank. And then vinyasa. Finding the best back bend for you. And then coming back in downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. Know that you can always take a child's pose anytime you wish. Alrighty, when you're ready, inhale, right leg up high. Bend into the knee, open the hip. Can you melt the right shoulder back down? Look for that top foot, option to stay, or you might gently guide that top foot down. Lift the hips and reach that top arm up. And gently coming back to center. Re-extend the leg, three-legged dog. Option to walk the feet up to a forward bend or take as many hops as you need to bring the back foot up. If you're in your forward bend, feel free to come halfway up, maybe bring blocks underneath your hands, reaching the right leg up. Hug into the belly, lengthen the spine, press that back heel away. Breathe. Then into that front leg and step the back foot down. You're going to adjust here, coming to your lunge. Deep breaths, open the chest, look forward. Option to stay, or you might drop the back knee down like we did the very first time. Otherwise, we're going to come up to a high lunge. You can walk up your front leg to come up, or ground the legs, squeeze the inner thighs together, and reach the arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Make sure you're stable in this pose. You can always widen or shorten your stance for more stability. Inhale, lengthen along the spine. Exhale, twisting to your left. Press the back heel away. Option to stay here, or you might reach the arms out wide. You might stay here, or you might bring the hands back together. Bring the right elbow to the outside of the front knee. Hands together. Lengthen the spine as you press the hands towards the sternum. Keep pressing into the back heel. Breathe. Option to stay, or you might come into a bind, wrapping the front arm down, top arm back, and you might find your fingers. Open the chest, look back. Press into the back heel. Deep breaths here. And then release. Bring the hands onto the floor, onto your blocks. You might step the back foot up an inch or so and lengthen the front leg. And release. So lengthen and release. Again, if you don't have your blocks, you might come all the way up and bring your hands onto your hips. Once you've done this a few times, you might want to hang out in pyramid pose. Know that the front leg doesn't have to be completely straight here. Gently draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Find your breath. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to bend into the front knee. Walk your blocks forward, about a foot away. Again, I'm going to shift to stay within the shot. When you're ready, we're going to shift the weight into the front leg and pick the back foot up. Press into the back heel, try to square those hips down. Belly in, lengthen the spine. Option to keep the hands to the ground or onto your blocks. You might float them up to your heart. Now, if you need to touch the back foot down, please do. If you like, you might reach the arms back. Either hold or you might bend into the bottom leg and re-extend. Again, lower and up. Lower and up. Now bend the bottom knee, bend the back knee. Bring that foot down to the ground. Sweep the arms forward. Chair pose. Breathe. Hug the belly in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. All right, come halfway up. Inhale, maybe hands are on your blocks here. From here, bring your left hand onto the left hip. We're going to start to bend into the right leg as you turn your belly to the left. Deep breaths here. Top arm could reach up to the sky if that feels good. And then slowly coming back to center. Forward bend. Come halfway up, lengthen the spine, and exhale, lower down. Bend the knees, look forward, sweep those arms forward, and press all the way up. Hands to your heart, exhale. Take a breath. All right. So from here, we're going to come onto our backs. But if you have a block with you, please bring a block to the center of your mat so that it's within reach once we've come down. And you might want to have a strap. So if you have a strap, please bring it with you. Also bring it somewhere within reach. And you're going to take your time to come on down. So sit down. Come all the way onto your back. You might hug the knees in. Just gently rock side to side. You can circle the knees, going one direction and the other. All right, come to center. Hold on to your right leg and relax the left leg down. The left leg can be bent, or you might straighten that leg all the way out. Hug the right knee a little closer towards you. And then we're going to switch sides. Bring the left leg in and relax the right leg down. Again, maybe bent, maybe straight. And squeeze the left knee in. Relax into your shoulders. And then again, hug both knees in. Gently rock side to side. Bring the feet down. Keep the knees bent. Now, if you have a block with you, you're going to lift your hips up and bring the block just underneath the sacrum. Okay, that triangular flat piece of the spine, the bottom of your spine. I will start with the lower option, especially if you're unsure how you go in this next sequence here. From here, so if you don't have a block, feel free to, if you have a rolled up blanket, you can put that under, or a cushion. Otherwise, you can work without a block, okay? It's all good. From here, we're going to draw the right knee back in towards the chest. See how that feels. And then you're going to start to slide the left leg or the left foot away and see if you can straighten that left leg. If you can you flex into the left foot and press the left heel away as you gently draw the right knee in. Notice what sensations are arising and be mindful. We're going slowly here. You don't want to move too fast. You want to know, catch what you're doing. Now from here, if you like, you can imagine you're drawing the whole left leg down towards the ground. So as you press into the heel, draw the whole leg down. And then start to draw the right knee a little bit closer. Notice what you're feeling here. Now if you like, very slowly and mindfully, you're going to draw the belly button down towards the spine. Notice your breath, moving slowly and mindfully. Breathe. It's a great one for the hip flexors. And release. Gently bend into the left leg. Hug it in. You're going to switch sides. Drop the right leg down. Draw the left knee in and slowly walk the right leg away. You might get it to straighten and press into the right heel. Press into the right heel and draw the left knee in. Maybe this is enough and you'll stay right here. Otherwise, again, as you press into the right heel, draw the whole right leg down towards the earth. And then maybe you can draw the left knee a little closer to you still. Notice your breath again. Is the breath easy and smooth? If not, then you may need to find a different position where you can find your steady breathing again. Now, if you like, you're going to start to very mindfully draw the belly button in or down towards the spine as you keep pressing the right heel away and right leg down to the earth. And you might continue to guide that left knee in, slowly, mindfully, breathing easily. And very slowly release, bending to the right knee. Release the left leg and remove the block. Now you might walk the feet in and then out to the sides of the mat and just give yourself a moment here to gently sway the leg side to side. And then bring the legs back to center. You're going to draw the right knee in towards your chest. You're going to find your strap if you have one. Place the strap around the sole of the foot and slowly lengthen the leg up to the sky. If you don't have a strap, you can hold on to the back of the leg and slowly lengthen. Now you can slide the leg closer towards your groin for less intensity so your leg can be further away from you. Or you might slide the hand up towards the foot to increase intensity. So find what feels right, and you can keep the left leg bent or you can have it straight. I have a strap with me, so I'm going to use it. Or you can, if you're able to reach your toes with your fingers, this could also be an option. You want to try to keep your head and neck relaxed, shoulder blades to the ground. The leg can be slightly bent here. Again, let's focus on easy breathing. And see if you can plug that whole right leg back into the hip socket as you press the ball of the foot up to the sky. With each exhale, you might consider drawing the leg a little closer towards you. And then bring both straps into your right hand. Your left hand is going to come onto the left hip. To keep that hip down, you can slowly open the leg out to the side. Now again, if you don't have your strap and this is too intense, you can bend into that right leg and open it out to the side. Or you might hold onto the back of the thigh, either underneath or on top, or anywhere else along the leg that feels comfortable for you to hold on to. And again, if you have the flexibility, you might hold on to your big toe. One last exhale here, keeping the left hip down to the ground. And then bend into the knee. Draw the knee to your chest. Opposite hand onto the knee. Right arm away, coming to a twist. So draw the leg across. Option to stay here. Or you might bend into the bottom leg, so your left leg. You might come up slightly to see what you're doing. You might grab hold of that left foot and gently lower back down. See if you can keep both shoulder blades down. You might look to your right. Deep breaths here. Option to straighten the top leg too, but I don't have space, so I'm going to stay right here. One more breath. Release the bottom leg, coming back to center. You can give yourself a moment here, gently rock side to side. When you're ready, release the right leg down, keep the left knee in. Again, option to hold on to the back of the leg to straighten the leg up. But if you have a strap, feel free to use the strap and press the foot into the strap. Option to stay here, or you might lengthen the right leg out long. Give yourself a moment to settle into the pose, okay? Relaxing the shoulders, the head, the neck. Gently plug that whole left leg into the hip socket, and maybe you can press gently into the ball of the foot up towards the ceiling. And after a few deep breaths, and with each exhale, can you release a little bit more into any areas that might be feeling tension? And only if you're in a relaxed state can you, or might you consider drawing the leg a little bit closer towards you. So you bring the leg to you, not the other way around. So you want to keep the upper body pretty relaxed here. And then when you're ready, if you're using a strap, bring both ends of the strap into the left hand, right hand onto the right hip, and you can open the leg out to the side. And again, if you don't have your strap, you can keep the knee bent and draw the leg out to the side, or you might grab hold of the big toe if you are able to reach. Again, keeping the right hip down, deep breaths here. And feel free to draw the leg either higher or closer towards you or further away from you, okay? Adjusting as you need. And then slowly bend into the knee to bring the leg back to center. You can remove the strap. Hug that knee in. Now opposite hand onto the knee, going to come to a twist. So draw the leg across the body, arm out, the left arm out to the side. And you might look away from your knees. Option to stay here. If you have a strap, or if you can reach your hand, foot with your hand, you might lengthen out that top leg. Okay. Option to stay here, or you might bend into the bottom knee. Give yourself a moment, look for that foot, grab hold of the foot, and gently lower back down. Try to keep both shoulder blades to the ground, and if it's not getting there, then perhaps let one of the legs go, or both your legs go. And begin to surrender to this pose, to your breath. And then slowly releasing the bottom leg, releasing the top leg. Draw the knees back in. Give them a squeeze. Gently rock side to side. You might circle the knees going one way and the other. You might drop the feet down and gently sway side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to find a way to Shavasana. So you might allow the legs to lengthen, allow the arms to open, palms up to the sky. Or feel free to come to any other position that feels right. One way you can relax and breathe. Again, you might keep your eyes open or closed. And just giving yourself a moment here to just notice. Notice what's going on. The internal landscape of your body. Noticing what sensations are arising in you. Noticing if you feel any particular sensations in any areas of the body or throughout the body. Any movements of energy. Again, maybe in an area or throughout your body. Noticing areas of the body that may still be holding on to tension versus other areas of the body that are relaxed. Again, without judgment, without trying to fix or change anything, just notice what is arising for you in this moment. And as you begin to pay attention to sensations and movements in your body, can you expand this attention to include your breath? Without intentionally trying to change your breath in any way, begin to notice your inhales and exhales, the movement of your breath through your body. And just allow yourself to enjoy simply being. And taking one last deep breath in, let it go. And slowly bring some movements back into your body, wriggling your fingers and your toes. And then bend into your knees and roll over to your favorite side. And keeping your eyes closed, keep your attention within. Slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Again, sitting up nice and tall, take a deep breath in and let it go. Again, inhale, this time reaching the arms up overhead, bring your hands together. Exhale, draw your thumbs to your forehead for positive thoughts. Thumbs to your lips for kind words. And thumbs to your heart for inner peace and happiness. Whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. So thanks guys for joining today. Again, we're going to do this next Friday, same time, same place. And if you're interested in learning a little bit more about different yoga poses or other yoga tips, make sure you have a look on our website, the Singular Nutrition Facebook page. There are lots of videos there that are full of helpful tips. So yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.